So I realized we've never actually published all the features that we include with RapidEye. So we recently built this changelog, and I want to just go through all of our features in a YouTube video, so anybody who's curious, um, can figure out exactly what we do. So, in June 2025, RapidEye had its first working beta. This was started by my co-founder here in San Francisco, and he's a property manager himself. He was having some issues with, excuse my chair creaking. He was having some issues with remote controls actually in his properties. They would go missing, cleaners wouldn't know where they went, cleaners would misplace them, and the next guest would leave like a bad review because they couldn't find their remotes. And this is just one of like many issues that he found with his properties. And he worked in computer vision, and so he was like, I can fix this. And so in July of last year, 2025, we had kind of our first AI damage detection V1. And this was, detecting damages with videos of properties. And quickly we realized that like an advantage of recording in Chrome in a browser, which comes natively on every single phone, is that you don't have to need a login. You don't even need an app. So anybody can use our features without having an app. And so another extension of this is no login recording. And so we built no login recording where somebody can just press a link and they can resume uploads for that link. So in October of last year, this is when we really started picking up pace, as you can see by the changelog. This is around when I joined, and I was coming from AI in real estate appraisals, computer vision for real estate appraisals, and I was like, ooh, I want to get into another industry where we can deploy computer vision to solve a real problem, and this was another industry in which that was the case. And so this is when we started ramping up. This was the first guided recording checklist. So as property managers, you know how important. I'm going to switch to my OBS just to make sure we're recording here. We are recording. As a property manager, you guys know how important checklists are. Not only because, it tells the cleaner what to check, but also because when a cleaner has a checklist, they can check their own work, right? When you do a clean and you never go back against the checklist, you kind of just assume everything's good. And that's actually one of the principles we have behind RapidEye is when a cleaner walks through their own work, they get to see it as well, and they get to fix the things that are wrong. So this is the first time we did guided recording checklists. And then soon after that, we had our first Breezeway connection. So if you're a property manager, a lot of you guys use Breezeway for your ops, and we love that. Like Breezeway is a great tool for that. And so we wanted to connect to Breezeway so that we could bring AI damage detection to the photos that you guys already have in this platform. And so that was October of 2025. So in November of 2025, we introduced bounding boxes to help people see their findings easier. And we are also cutting down analysis latency. Okay, so then in later November of 2025, we introduced checklist verification. And the idea is we have two main steps in RapidEye. One is the immediate step, and the other is a longer step that we have to go through all of your previous photos and all of your existing Matterports and listing photos to check to make sure this cleaner did the right thing. However, for most of the checklist items, we don't need to do that. And so right after your cleaner uploads a video, they get a report that says, you know, you did this right, but you did this wrong. Make sure this is right, and then they can upload proof that they did it right, and then it checks off. And that's right after they clean. So this really helped the properties we were deployed at the time make sure everything was good. December 13th, we introduced the UI change. Nothing really crazy there. And then we did a bunch of stuff in December, it looks like. So, oh yeah, chunked streaming upload. Okay, another thing we did in December was we did a V2 on our damage analysis pipeline. After the app UI rebuild, we updated the damage analysis pipeline to be just better in every way. We made some benchmarks for this, and this was a lot of the work that Rohan was doing with computer vision, well, still is doing with computer vision, and we updated that. Breezeway portfolio imports, a two-step import with an editable preview. Yes, so this is like just another thing that we do with our Breezeway connection. We can sync all the properties over so that the properties in RapidEye are the exact same in Breezeway, and then you can turn on whichever properties you want in RapidEye, which is super nice. Baseline generated checklist. Okay, so a big thing is that like a lot of property management companies have these generic checklists that they send off to all their properties, and in a perfect world, you'd want a checklist per property. You'd want each property to have a specific checklist, which is really hard to do across hundreds, 200s properties. And so we use the same AI detection software that we've been developing in-house to allow us to create a perfect checklist for each property each time. And this is pretty hard stuff to do, and it's always improving. Unified video, yeah. I mean, this is kind of getting into the lower level stuff here, but I think it's still good to talk about it. We offer videos. We also offer photos on our platform. Videos provide a lot more detail for our AI analysis, because think about it. For photos, you have like 30 photos per property. I mean, we have some people who take 60, hundreds of photos per property, but that's only 100 different frames of the property. With a video, the cleaner can go to those exact same spots, and we get everything in between so that we can do AI analysis on that. And it's just like a lot of the property management companies we work with, like they want to, get rid of a manual inspection step. And what I tell them is, if you want to do that, video is the way to go. We can't completely guarantee that we can do the job of an inspector with just photos, but with videos, that is a lot more realistic. And so, yeah, we unified that. Property level analytics. So this is a big thing that we worked on, which was how can we show all the findings that we've been catching for properties in an analytics page. Yeah, that's essentially it. I mean, maybe I should start showing the platform. I don't know. Maybe you'll have to book a call with us to see the actual platform, so you can't see all the secret sauce. I think I'm going to gate the platform behind a call, because if I show you guys this platform in this YouTube video, you guys are getting all the cool stuff here, and I want to meet you, so book a call. Anyway, yeah, this is a really cool feature. You guys would love to see this, I'm sure. Oh, and also it shows cleaner by cleaner breakdowns as well. So like, if a cleaner's doing bad, we can see that and notify you, like, hey, this cleaner's doing worse than average. And if a cleaner's doing great, we also can show that. Baseline import from listing photos. Yeah, so I've been talking about this like for the in the past, but like this is essentially like you guys already have listing photos that are up to date with how you want the property to look. If we want to find out if your cleaners are what is the right word here? I don't know why I'm blanking on the word. I say this in demo calls all the time. They're staging the property correctly We love to have listing photos. Matterports is another thing. If you guys use Matterports, that is great for us, because what a Matterport is just thousands and thousands of images that are presented and meshed together. We get all those images when you import the Matterport, and that allows us to check, hey, does the cleaner's work look like the Matterport that you've staged perfectly? That is the ideal portion of the property. We can check that. Okay. Recording links in Breezeway tasks. So this is another part of our Breezeway feature. This is super nice. Your cleaners, after you integrate with our Breezeway, if they're using videos, they can just press on a video on their task, and it automatically opens the video for that property. They don't have to do anything else. Uploads in the background. Super convenient. We've spent a lot of time developing the infrastructure to make sure that upload works on really bad Wi-Fi. And you'd be surprised. Like, a lot of property managers will come to us. They'll say, we tried video, but when we try video, the cleaner sits at the house for 2 hours uploading the video. And I tell them, try our recording link, because number one, some of our customers are uploading 40-minute long videos, and that 40 minutes, they could be just uploading the video while they're recording. And that's exactly what our link does. They don't have to wait for an extra 40 minutes. But not only that, after they press complete, let me check I'm getting the audio. Yeah, I think I'm getting the audio. Okay, good. That's I lost my train of thought. Basically, I was saying that oh yeah. I was saying essentially that, like, it's uploading the background, and once you press stop recording, it is between like 0 and 10 seconds between the videos just uploaded. And so, like, that is something that's like, it's tough to build, but it's worth it. Breezeway task creations from findings. So if you're a property management company and you already have a team of VAs reviewing your photos and reviewing for any damages, well, think no more about reviewing thousands of photos. Now we can distill all of those photos into like just a few of the actual things that matter, and your VA team can go through our review platform and basically say, hey, like, this is an issue, merge it to Breezeway, and you can create a Breezeway task directly from our platform. Like, our whole goal is just like, Breezeway is a great platform for operations. Like, you guys already have all your stuff in Breezeway. We don't want to like take you from that. What we want to do is make it as easy as possible to basically have an inspector on top of that. Yeah, so video player on the report page. We recently updated this again. Yeah, this was an improvement. But this was the original like update. Like, you can play videos directly in our platform. If your VAs are like, oh, I don't know if this was a damage from before, they can just go to our platform and see all the videos. I mean, this is just a backend thing. Doesn't really matter, but our Breezeway connection is just better. Multi-company workspaces. Yes. So if you have more than one like Breezeway account, or any ops account for that matter, you can manage that from RapidEye. There's multi-company support now. Auto analysis on Breezeway task completion. Yes, so if somebody completes a Breezeway task, we auto analyze that. I was gonna say this might be the wrong date for this, but I think it is actually right. Anyway, these were all just like notification features, right? Like, oh yeah, and then also the public sample report. This is something I show on demo calls a lot. I'm not going to show it here. You should book a call with me. I'll show you the public sample report. You can also find it on our website, but this basically shows all the stuff that we detect, and we've gotten permission from the property managers we work with to show those things. And it's some pretty cool stuff. Like, it's pretty awesome. All right, finding photos attached to Breezeway tasks. Great to be. Oh, yeah, this is just like a small feature. So when we create a Breezeway task, Now we can upload the evidence photo there. It's pretty self-explanatory. Pre-recording guidance. So one issue that we were sometimes having was like some cleaners would just like not take long videos. Now there's an overlay telling them exactly what to do, exactly what we're checking, exactly what they're not going to be able to submit to our platform. And yeah, this is a nice feature. Detection showcases. Yeah. This is more of an internal feature. I don't really need to do this. Screen weight lock during recording. Yeah. So sometimes, like I said, we'll have like 50-minute long recordings and like the phone will fall asleep. Now we can resume recordings perfectly fine, but it is nice to just have your phone completely awake during all those recordings, and now it does that. April 5th, we won $50K at the CMU McGinnis Venture Competition. This is a pretty big deal. I'm gonna read it here. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Sweet. Notifications to email. Awesome. Slack notifications. We can integrate with your guys' Slack. We can integrate with a lot of communication platforms, email and Slack being two of them. But if you guys use anything else like Microsoft Teams, we can do that as well. Recording, UI redesign. We redesigned the UI to be a lot more intuitive. Boom integration. We built a Boom integration. So this was all like in like our pre-release phase. We finally went public for everybody in April 29th. Kind of an awesome thing. Yeah. I built this video. It's pretty nice. Well, I built the entire website, but besides the point. Bulletproof video uploads. Yeah, so like video uploads there's so many things can go wrong. Like a cleaner can switch a tab on their phone. A cleaner can turn off their phone. They can lose Wi-Fi. They can get a call. This was just like everything that could possibly happen. I mean, we see everything. Like we actually do see everything you can possibly imagine. It's now bulletproof against all those things. I mean, maybe we'll encounter some more, but like after doing thousands of inspections, you kind of come across most of them. Redesigned email recaps. Yeah, these look really nice now. So if you get a notification from RapidEye via email, it's a pretty nice notification. Same with customers. PDF exports. So any inspection report that you want to like send off, you can export as a PDF now. This is just an internal thing. PMS property sync, another internal thing. Our Chrome extension. So this is a Chrome extension that anybody wanting to try out RapidEye can use. I'd honestly recommend just booking a call with us and we can get you started. But if you don't want to do that, you want to try out RapidEye without booking a call with us, you can analyze everything with the Chrome extension. It's pretty awesome. V2. Spent a lot of time on this one and it was worth it because V2 looks amazing. This is a sneak peek into our dashboard that you will see if you book a call with me, and then I can show you all these beautiful things. I need some water. But yeah, this is V2. Dashboard got fast, so we improved like a lot of these like assets, like big videos take a long time to load. We made it a lot faster. Self-serve onboarding. So like technically you can do this without booking a call, but it's not worth it. You should book a call with us. Report deliverability per property. This is an internal. I don't know why this is in the changelog. This is an internal tool. Yeah, so this is another feature that we had on top of property analytics. This is now cleaner accountability metric. So If a cleaner is consistently uploading shorter videos than everybody else, we can see that. If a cleaner's not, we have a feature where like if a cleaner's not recording the entire home, we can check that. So cleaner verifications, this is the V2 of our original cleaner verification that I was telling you guys about, which is like after a cleaner completes a video, we can immediately give them any feedback. This one's an awesome one. So like trash can was not completely empty because we detected that. And yes, you do want to catch everything and you do want to get early access. Trust me. Yeah, that's our latest release. That's essentially all of our features.